Hey buddy, this is Collin, Mr. Oldschool Gamer, bringing you another clip from the wonderful world of Warships. Now, as I spoken in my previous video, I have recently found some new love for the Tier 10 Japanese destroyer, the Shimakaze. Since it got a little kind of buff in one of the recent updates where they lowered its concealment just a tad, I just thought that I was gonna try it out once again and see what kind of results I could get in this ship. And as I mentioned before, one of my first games, I had an incredible game. I will link that game in the information below, where I pretty much decimated the enemy team in the first, I think, 4 or 5 minutes, earning me a whole lot of damage and a whole lot of medals. And this game, I was just hell-bent on going for the B cap, which is usually pretty retarded play, especially in the current radar meta, and also in these kind of maps where there are a lot of islands surrounding the B cap, where the radar cruisers love to camp and just wait to see the cap turn and pop their radar and get you caught out, pretty much. But I had experienced this pretty much the whole evening, so I wasn't really in the best state of mind. I was really having a shitty gaming experience this evening, with crappy teams and just retarded plays. So at this point I was pretty much just fed up with the game and the player base. So I just thought, hey, what the hell? I mean, if you guys wanna radar me, I just gonna go for the B cap. Here I unfortunately just glide a couple of centimeters too much out of the cap, so I lose my progression, which is not really a great thing to do. But so far so good. No radars are spotting me, so I thought that I might be able to get this cap. There are a whole lot of ships in the vicinity, so if I get spotted, I know that I will have at least 6-7 ships shooting at me, so I'm taking a very huge risk. And as you can see, the rest of the team is pretty much just lemming training to the A cap, which isn't usually that big, that great tactic, so to speak. Now I have the enemy gearing pushing me, and of course I can't really take this fight on my own. So I need to smoke up and disengage and try to just get out with my health and life intact, so to speak. I'm trying to guesstimate where this gearing might go. I'm guessing that he wants to stay in the cap and finish capping the B cap. So I'm just shooting off some torp salvos to different places where I think he might go. Also sending some torps towards this Richelieu. Unfortunately, the North Carolina that was actually trying to support me in the B cap dies to the gearing torps. And now I have a friendly Chapayev pushing in, also trying to help me out by radaring this gearing. Unfortunately, I think he is showing way too much broadside towards this Richelieu, which usually doesn't end well for Russian cruisers. But I'm trying really hard just to stick to this B cap, because I don't really want to lemming train like the rest of my team to the A cap. And as you can see, if you look at the minimap, it looks like at least 4 major ships in our team is actually trying to go for the 1 line, which is probably the worst place you can position yourself on this map. Because if you sail down the 1 line where my Kurfürst and Baltimore is heading right now, you can't pretty much affect anything in this game. Because you can't spot anything, you can't shoot at anything because of those 2 islands, and you also make yourself a huge target for enemy destroyers torping you in that narrow channel. So I don't really understand these kind of players, what they think they are gonna do when they sail like this. And this was pretty much my big issue the entire evening. That I had these kind of teammates and these kind of teams the whole evening. So there will be some salt and some really nasty cancer in the chat coming up, and I do apologize about that, but I'm a competitive guy, and sometimes when I feel like players play like, yeah, well, like this, I can sometimes just lose my shit. So I'm just constantly trying to contest this cap, even though enemy has a huge advantage. As you can see, they have killed 4 of our ships. We haven't been able to secure 1 kill so far, and we are losing the caps pretty much. So I, at this point, just realized that this is just gonna be one more loss in the huge chain of losses that I have experienced this evening. So I just pretty much face the fact that I can pretty much try and do as much damage as I can, but I have no confidence in my team whatsoever. I mean, just look at the 2 North Carolinas hiding behind that island, where they pretty much can't shoot at any of the targets in the A cap, and also the Kurfürst and Baltimore's turning around in that narrow channel, showing broadsides to those enemy ships. I mean, I just don't understand players in this game. It's like, how do you manage to go to tier 10 without learning anything about maps or tactics or basic functions? I mean, I'm just baffled about the level of skills that players show in this game. So I finally managed to bag this Richelieu, and I'm in the B cap, I think for the 4th time, trying to get this cap for my team. I'm just hell-bent on getting this cap. But of course, someone, I'm guessing this gearing, is contesting me yet again. And there he comes. And as you know, Shimakaze isn't really that big of a threat to a gearing in a gunfight, but these torps actually look pretty good. He couldn't really maneuver away from my torps, and since he took that huge damage from my torps, I have no troubles at all to engage him with my guns. Because I'm so sick and tired of this gearing guy at this point. Because he has pretty much chased me away from the B cap, I think 4 times. So I'm just venting some frustration in the chat. But I managed to go dark once again, and are you fucking kidding me? Okay, now I have an enemy Sao and an enemy Montana pushing this cap. I mean, seriously, game. Cut me some slack here. I mean, I'm just grinding my ass off to try and get this cap, and they just keep on coming. So, okay. So I'm trying to launch some nice predictive torps towards this Montana. I'm trying to tell my Cleveland buddy to not push forward, since that would be a huge mistake anyways. And it actually looks like these torps are gonna be quite effective. Yeah, I land 4 torps and I take out the enemy Montana with a devastating strike. Now, please, for the love of God, can I please take the B cap? But of course, we have 2 enemy Clevelands that I'm well inside their radar range. 2 enemy Clevelands. So the moment I pop this cap, they will of course pop their radar and spot me, and now I also have the enemy Sao pushing me, who can pretty much kill me off in a couple of salvos. Now I try to not go into the cap, but of course I glide just a couple of meters into the cap, turning the cap, and of course making the Clevelands pop their radar. So now I'm just in a world of hurt, and I realize that I have fucked up and I'm dead. Because I have a Bismarck with secondaries, I have 2 Clevelands with radar and HE, and I'm getting chased by a goddamn Sao. So I mean, I'm dead. I'm just dead. So I just try to shoot off as many torps as I can before this Sao finish me off. I land a couple of torps on the Cleveland. I managed to go dark, but I'm just waiting for the second Cleveland radar at this point. I mean, they know I'm here. I have gotten some torp hits on them. So I'm just waiting for the second radar and the finishing salvo from either one of the Clevelands or the Bismarck secondaries or the Sao behind me. So I'm just fleeing for my life right here. I mean, of course, look at my team. I mean, look at those 4 ships on the one line. Fighting 1 Montana, while I'm here fighting 4 ships, trying to go for a second cap for my team. Well, I managed to land a last torp on the enemy Cleveland, taking me out, earning me my 4th kill. I'm up to almost 130,000 damage. But I'm just frustrated as hell right now. I can't really enjoy my success in this game, because I'm just looking at these 4 mentally... I mean, seriously. What are these guys thinking that they will manage to do, pushing down the one line? So I have this Sao that I need to deal with as soon as possible before he kills me. And I'm still not really sure where the Cleveland is and if he's gonna strike me with his radar. So I'm just trying to keep my distance for as long as I can. The problem is that if I are gonna be able to take one more cap for the team to secure our win, I need to push at least B. I can't really go for another cap. So I'm just trying to tell my teammates that I'm fighting 4 ships at the B cap while they are having a coffee break on the 1 line. So maybe some help, please. I mean, seriously, can you please look at the minimap and maybe figure out where you need to be to be effective for the team? But I mean, this is World of Warships. This is random. Yeah. And of course, now I'm getting pushed by the Bismarck. I mean, why not? Why should I have one chance in this game to go for the B cap? I mean, what is this? The 7th time I'm trying to go for this cursed cap? I mean, this game just won't allow me to get this cap for my team. So I'm just trying to stay at a bit of a distance before anyone spots me and this Bismarck secondaries kill me off. I'm sending some torps, but I'm not really sure if this Bismarck is gonna continue on his path or if he's gonna turn right and follow the south towards the A cap. Now 2 of the 4 ships has actually made it out of the 1 line channel, which is just amazing. I mean, great. So finally they can at least start to engage that full health sow that has been hunting me for half the game. Now torps do actually look pretty good on this Bismarck. And you know what they say, cool guys don't look at explosions. But I'm not a cool guy. So, earning me my Kraken Unleashed. I'm almost up to 150,000 damage. And now I'm finally going for the B cap. Let cursed B cap. It's only 1 Cleveland left, and I'm just thinking that it would be so hilarious if the last thing he does is popping his radar and just taking me out just as I enter the B cap for the 10th or 11th time. So the game ended, and it was quite a good game, even though I was cursed the entire game. So 5 kills, Kraken Unleashed, 2,100 base XP, and some nice credits and captain experience as well. So I wanna thank you guys for checking out this video. Please leave a like and a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to this amazing channel. And I see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.